I'm currently on my quest to lose 10 kilos, 22 pounds. I've been doing this now for 2 weeks, and let's talk about it. You're watching Trainerds, the nerdiest and most wholesome training channel in the world. How am I doing this weight loss? By being stricter 80% of the time. That means eating less calories than I burn the majority of the days. I go to the gym every other day, lifting heavy stuff, and I try to hit 10,000 steps every day. The other 20% of the days is the forget about it time. That can mean partying, enjoying some more unhealthy meals or snacks, or why not stay in the couch playing video games an entire day and just enjoying life. Last week I had lost over 1 kilo despite partying like a madman. We will check out this week's stats a little later, but first let's talk about today's topic. Should you only trust the numbers on your scale when trying to slim down and lose weight? The answer is no. As most of you probably know, weight loss is rarely a straight line always going downwards, and staring yourself blind on the numbers can quickly make you feel bad. It can differ quite significantly from day to day and even during the day. I can, for instance, weigh almost an entire kilo more if I weigh myself in the evening compared to the next morning after all the morning routines have been taken care of. So that's why I have the habit of doing my weigh-in at around the same time, in the morning after the routines have been taken care of. And being a big man my whole life, I know the fear that can be in seeing those damn numbers. It can be filled with shame and a daily reminder of your failures. Here's my tip, speaking from my own experience. Do more weigh-ins during the week. You don't have to do it every day if it feels difficult. But just relying on one single data point can show a false truth. Perhaps you managed to step on the scale one of those days where you had packed on a lot of extra fluids, haven't gone to the bathroom that day, or a bunch of other reasons. Weight differs. If you do a couple of weigh-ins instead, you can add it up and find the middle and start seeing if there's a general trend going. So trust me, if your weight is going down, up, don't be too hard on yourself. It happens. Just stay with the plan and make sure the overall trend is going in the right way. But it can also be the fact that you gain more muscles and changing your body composition that way. You may be becoming healthier even though the weight stays more or less the same. And that is why it can be damaging only looking at the numbers on a scale. One of the most effective things you can do is measure different areas of your body and keep a log on the different stats. Measure your waist, chest, arms and such, and see if it shrinks in areas you want shrunk or get larger in areas you want larger. Arms. I'm talking about arms. If you don't want to measure everything and keep track, I understand. It can be stressful. Something we all can keep easy track of though is clothes. That's probably the biggest and easiest way to see progress. All of a sudden you need a belt for your pants. That old graduation suit all of a sudden fit again. And this week I found a training t-shirt that's one size smaller than my usual and it fits perfectly. And if you're using belts, you will have a very clear indication of your waist when you need to move down one hole. And speaking of belts, I have my lifting belt here. Recently I had to move my buckle one hole down. When I started posting videos here on the Trainerds channel in December, the buckle was all the way out. And now I have moved it 2 holes down. The trend is clearly going in the right way. My belly is shrinking. But the biggest indicator of how your weight loss is going is right here. How you're feeling. You will get more energized and you will feel proud of the work you're putting in. If you're doing something that's way too extreme and you feel bad every day, even if you have some lost kilos, I wouldn't recommend living that way. Associating health with shame and feeling bad can't be good in the long run. Another trend that keeps on going steady is my training. And let's have a look at some highlights from this week. 215 kilos is loaded onto the sled. Then I pull it in this harness and this is crazy workout for the legs. It makes you kind of feel like a workhorse. The closest I've ever been to a real job.
it feel?
Easier and easier.
Easier and easier.
Slay the beast. Just regular crunches has become a little bit too easy, so I've started doing weighted crunches. So this time I tried with a 20 kilo plate. Last week I tried 10 crunches with 15 kilos, but this time around I did 20. This is an exercise I've been wanting to be able to do for a really long time, the ab wheel, but I've just not been strong enough. I haven't managed to get deep enough before the wheel just rolls away. But this week I decided to just try. I don't care if it rolls away and I hit my face in the floor. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh wow. Oh, I'm proud of that. Holy shit.
Another week of training is in the books. Another weekend of partying as well. Let's take a look at my weight. As we see, it's still going down. 130.28. Last week was 131.76. So that means I've lost 1.48 kilos this week. And if we look at the starting weight, we had 132.81. That gives us a total of 2.53 kilos lost so far. But more important, one size down on my t-shirt. So I'm off to a great start. Only 7.47 kilos to go. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Trainerds YouTube channel so you don't miss anything on this quest. Thank you all for watching, and the biggest and strongest thanks goes out to my wonderful patrons for the support. Love you. Alright, have a good week. Take care of yourself and remember this. You are awesome. Ooh.